Okay, that's going, and we going.
We're back
What's up, guys?
after a long break.
Yeah, it's been a long ass time.
I know.
I'm already saying ass. Do you know we're making an attempt to say less cuss words because we want to show
Yeah.
this on our River City Visuals Instagram too. So yeah, so there's a lot of updates, a lot of plans, a lot of good things that have happened. But I think the most important thing is that 2020 is over, and we don't have to worry about that anymore.
That's so true. I'm about it. I'm ready.
Yeah, dude. So how long has it been since we last recorded a podcast?
Man, I should have looked.
It's been like probably about 3 months,
Probably.
something like that.
Because if you think about it, we wanted to do a Halloween one and we didn't.
That's true.
So it was
Yeah.
before. It was either the beginning of October or the end of September, probably.
Man, I hate that we didn't do a Halloween one. I was so
I
stoked
know.
about that.
Yeah.
And I think I brought it up to you before. We should just do it like
Yeah,
in
we should.
January, or
Totally.
February or something like that. But hello everybody. Welcome again the viewers that followed us from our YouTube channel here. Welcome the people on Instagram that are giving us a chance and listening to us.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello. So this is what we do here is we just talk about things.
Yeah.
Literally anybody can do a podcast. You don't have to have any specific skill or
Yeah.
talent at all.
So we're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why we're doing it. We're losers.
We're losers. Listen to our opinion.
Listen to our opinions, please, about things that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2020 was wild. I mean, just like thinking back on it, dude, we had Murder Hornets. We had Tiger King.
Yeah, I still never watched it.
You never watched Tiger King?
No.
The hype was insane.
I do remember all that.
Yeah.
Remember, because TikTok got big during 2020, and that
Mhm.
was definitely a huge piece of that, too. That was
TikTok
a
got
whole
huge. Yeah.
realm of TikTok for a while.
I made a note of just like all the just
Weird shit.
dumb things. Yeah, not specific like things, but like Cardi B's WAP came out
Mhm.
in 2020. Like that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The whole monolith thing at the end there. We had fire tornadoes in California.
Yeah.
We had earthquakes here in Wichita.
Dude, yeah. I
And right at
remember
the end, it was
asking
like,
you about those, and you're like, what are you talking about?
dude, I don't feel shit.
I was in this office, just like, what is happening? Because they were, for almost an hour, they were like back to back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was,
And
weird.
And I like historically myself, like in our past earthquakes that we've had in Wichita, I still have never like felt any. I think I
Oh,
felt
yeah.
one, but yeah, so mad. You said your whole like monitor was shaking and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That monitor, it was like rocking back and forth.
That sounds so cool.
And like you could hear like my house just kind of
That sounds scary.
moving a little bit.
Especially just it being an older house and stuff.
Yeah, it's really weird.
We had that. Do you remember the broom challenge thing? I forgot that happened in 2020.
Is that where like do you stand the broom up and it kind of stands up by
Yeah,
itself?
yeah.
I
Did you
forgot
fall,
about
did you
that.
fall for that?
No,
at
I
all?
mean I didn't try. I didn't have a new enough broom.
Dude. That's funny. I'll never forget seeing I think our friend Kendra sent us a Snapchat, if I'm
Mhm.
remembering right, about did you guys hear that like today like the Earth's the gravity is just so different that you can stand a broom up and it's like the only time it's gonna happen. And I was like, what? That was
Is
the
that what that was
explanation.
supposed to be?
That's what people said it was, but it was just BS. Like you could still do it now.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember doing it in front of Julie with our broom in our living room, and then seeing it just stand up by itself on its bristles. I remember being like, "What the hell?" And like it was so weird
That's
to see.
cool.
But then I realized like you could just do that any day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone was like, "You're stupid."
Set a reminder on your phone. You're like, remind me this time to test this theory.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah. Anyways, I'd say the most exciting thing that happened to us in 2020 though is Hot Topic Town West followed us on Instagram. So
Really?
yeah, did you see?
I don't
that at
remember
all? I screenshotted it
What
when
a-
that happened and just sent it to all my friends. Like, we made it.
What a weird.
I know.
That's interesting.
I know. It's like one of the like 4 remaining businesses in Town West Mall, and
I'm definitely gonna separate that clip and post that on Instagram.
you should. You should.
For them to be like,
It's so great because like I don't understand. I don't know who runs
Yeah.
it, but it's so weird that like there's a specific Instagram account to that location of Hot Topic. But whoever runs the Instagram, they're doing a pretty good job. Like they keep their stories up to date and
Oh,
everything like
nice.
that every day. I'm gonna go see if there's something on it right now.
that's cool. I wonder if it's like a directive of Hot Topic to have somebody to do that, or if it's like somebody's just supposed to run a social media, but like it's up to whoever's doing it to like be effective as they want to be.
Maybe,
like,
or just somebody locally here is just taking the initiative. You know, I don't know.
Well, I just remember when I worked at Sprint, like technically we had we're told to make a Facebook page at one point, and like we did it, but then never did anything with it, kind of thing. So I'm just Hot
Topic Town was small, 449 followers. They're following 1,084 people, and we are the lucky ones.
Nice.
And I don't know what's on their story, but this like their whole entire stories consist of these weird bobblehead things. What are those called again?
Well, I mean, I know there's those like pop figures.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah. But anyways, that's just mostly what it is. It's just different pictures of those. So I don't know, but anyway, shout out you guys.
Yeah,
shout out Sound West Hot Topic. Appreciate you.
Put us on the map.
Yeah, the only saving grace of 2020.
So I do, before we move on to like 2021, I do just want to say you talked about what a cool thing happened to us in 2020, which is something that just happened to you personally in 2020 that you're like glad happened.
That I'm glad happened?
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't think about this. A good thing that happened in 2020.
You.
It just sucks because like 2020 was full of so much negative shit that like it's hard to think of anything good, but we should be.
Like, did you achieve anything that you like didn't know you were going to, or did you, just get to do something that you didn't expect to, and it was like really cool, or even if it's something little, it's okay if you don't.
I guess early 2020 was nice because Julie and I got to go to like 2 Post Malone concerts. One of them being in Kansas City after the Super Bowl win. Like the day after or the 2 days after, during the parade.
I remember that. And
that was just a really fun time. That was some of like Julie and I's best like just trips that we've taken with each other. And then of course like the Colorado we went to Colorado to go to a Post Malone concert. That was our second one that year. And then that day Colorado issued a state of emergency about COVID.
I forgot about that.
And then that was when your whole parade stuff was going down too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd say that the beginning of 2020 was nice because I made a lot of good memories with friends and with Julie because we did a lot of stuff together.
Nice.
But it was quickly diminished by the horrible flame of COVID. What about you?
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, pretty similar.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to think back. Of course, now that we're talking about it, it's hard to think about it. But I know that I thought it was cool because me and Ashley took COVID, like the time where we were just at home, and we're like, where our anniversary trip to Disney World got canceled. So we were like, oh, that really bummed us out.
Yeah.
But because of that, that's why we like painted all those walls downstairs.
Yeah.
Like that's what. So like now we got like 3 or 4 just weird, colorful walls in our house that are all Disney themed and stuff.
That looked super dope.
And we took that time to just work on like getting out of just regular debt people have, like student loans and stuff. I know I've talked to you a little bit about that. We don't really we only talked to a few people close to us about that, but we're like almost done. So like
that's awesome, dude.
I think so far we've got $2,600 left, and then all we have is a house payment.
That's freaking great.
It's like because I look at this sheet me and her have been doing every month for, I think we added it was like 9 or 10 months now, and it's just like we just spend every extra, like we were just like, screw it, if it's gonna suck, let's just like hate ourselves for 9 months and just get rid of this thing.
Yeah, dude, because like the benefit of just not having that weight on your shoulders anymore is gonna be way better than that just short term stress.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. That's a good one. I guess something that I thought about when you said that is like when you're talking about you and Ashley just taking time and like kind of doing your own things and painting the walls and stuff. I did more like nature photography this year than I have probably in the past 5 years.
That's good.
Just because like getting out again and then like reintroducing myself to like getting sunset pictures, and when the snow falls, like I don't have anything else going on, so I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna bundle up and go out there and get some cool snow shots.
Yeah.
So that was nice mentally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there were some good things about 2020.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find some things that, personally. But yeah, for the most part, I think everybody's like, man, I'm ready to see what next year brings. I know it's like, hopefully things change a little bit more. But
yeah, what do you, what's your New Year's resolution? Whether it be, the same as everybody else's, or
I think it's to hang out with you less.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Just a little less. It doesn't have to be much. Just any progress is progress.
Why does everybody I ask that question to say the same thing?
I don't know. I really haven't thought about it too much. I definitely just want to work on our business stuff.
Yeah.
And really try to figure out some more pluses on there, just like how to be more efficient with things and just grow in general. Just, boring stuff to probably other people, but to me it's really fun. And
yeah, for sure.
And then just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Start doing other stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Start doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where the business goes, because we've got some cool plans for 2021 with us, just growth wise and everything, and yeah, it'll just be interesting if things start to go back to normal halfway through this year. Once people start getting vaccines and whatnot. And,
I feel like I keep seeing more and more people, like normal people, being able to get. So I don't know whether I haven't kept up with like who can and can't get.
My sister got one last night.
I saw that. Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's cool. I know my aunt has gotten it.
Oh, that's cool. Your aunt from downtown?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I felt like I had more to say after that. I don't know who else. I'm trying to think of who else has gotten it, but I think the first person didn't you say Julie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's about to get her second dose actually. Yeah. I think this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. She's only lost vision in one eye, so
nice.
So far, so good.
Started stuttering.
But no, I can't wait to get it. It'll be nice. I miss. I've been watching a lot of like just motivational videos lately and stuff like that, and psychology videos and everything, just about mental health and whatnot. And something that I watched just the other day was talking about how it's so beneficial to someone's mental health to just dance, even if they don't dance well. Like, just go be stupid. Just look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Just get out of your bubble and just do it because everybody else looks like idiots around you. Nobody gives a shit, And I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that. And I'm like, no, not because I'm not going to the club anytime soon. But I miss that downtown life so much, dude. But
I bet. 'Cause that's like if that's something you're used to and everything, like getting that cut away.
Yeah. How do you feel COVID and shit for 2020 like affected you? I know you're not a social person too much, but for me, I noticed the other day that I'm even more hesitant to hang out with like one or two friends now, not because I'm like worried, but because just something in my head over the past year has conditioned me to be less social with people, and I hate that. I was sitting there thinking like I'd kind of rather just stay home and not do it, and I'm like, that's not who I am. But because of 2020 and like staying home so much, it's like starting to make me that way, and I hate it. I love being social, and that does so much good for me personally.
Yeah, that's like a huge part of your life from my perspective. It's like you love just being with friends, like you love being with family, like all that stuff. So
but I'm catching myself like just not wanting to anymore, and I'm like, nah, I need to get back out of that. But that's one of the downsides of like being stuck at home for so long.
Yeah, it's weird to me.
Are you like, fuck yes? I don't have to go outside.
Part of me, at first I was like, it didn't really bother Ashley or I very much because that's our life anyway. Like, it's like, oh, we get permission to not have to hang out with anybody? That's great. Right. So what do you mean? But I found that I think it actually did the opposite. I think now I find myself wanting to do more sometimes. And not like in excess, but like,
you know what it is?
What?
It's just because everybody else is doing it now.
No.
And now you're like, oh well, everybody else is staying in. I want to be different now. I want to go outside, hipster. You do this every single time with everything. There's some mental psychology stuff going on in your head, dude. I swear, anybody that's new to this podcast, Cameron's just the biggest hipster ever, and then he will talk shit on people that are like acting hipster. It's the most ridiculous, hypocritical thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And now listen to him. He's like, man, so many other people are staying home. Now I kind of want to get out. I want to like. He's gonna like call me later and just be like, dude, I'm going to XY. Ashley and I are gonna go dance for a little bit. You want to come with?
I don't want to go to clubs or anything.
No, bro, like COVID's happening right now.
No, I just noticed that the few times Ashley and I do get together, like just have people at our house or go to somebody's house for just like a small get together and we all just like drink a little bit or whatever. I've noticed that is more appealing now. So, and it's probably because like in 2020 was really like kind of when I started like being okay with a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah.
Like I started like drinking a little bit of beer here and there, and then it was like, like even me and you were like on the podcast drinking a little bit at first. And, like I don't just completely shy away from it, so I can loosen up a little bit and like be like, oh, this is fun, even in a typical situation where you like it's a get together that you wouldn't necessarily consider fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like it just doesn't bother me, and I'm not constantly waiting for everybody to leave now, you know? So
yeah.
I mean, still, I'm very much cool with not doing anything. I still prefer it, but
if you hit your party phase when I'm like burnt out of mine, I'm gonna be so
it
upset.
might happen.
All I want to do is take this man to the club and just like get super drunk with him and
Yeah.
just do stupid things.
But I've noticed that I've definitely I try to, as much as I fail to, I try to spend less time on my phone now. You know, and I want to do even better with that. Like, you know, even before we started, I knew, like, you know, in the past I've had a problem with looking at my phone while we're recording. I've, you know, when I'm just hanging out at home, like I'll read a message that I don't need to get to right now or whatever. So like I put my phone over there before we record it. Like just because I'm like, I don't need to think about it. Like I don't need to do it. I need to be right here.
Yeah.
Like, because I just have a really hard time turning off. Like, you know, even trying to set schedules for myself from working at home and stuff. Like it's, so Ashley will get home and I try to, you know me, I like to have kind of a normal work schedule, and you know, it'll be 8:00 at night. We get a message from somebody, and you know, my brain's like, I gotta get back to them now. Yeah. Like, and it'll bug me to just let it sit there. Off. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go upstairs and email somebody really quick or whatever. And even though when I email somebody like 8:00 on a Friday, if I need information, I don't expect them to get back to me until next week because I know how normal businesses work. But like to me, I'm like, but what if they could get an answer from me right now? Yeah. Like, so I have a hard time with all sorts of things. That's just one example.
I'm curious what you guys do with cell phones, or like what your opinion on that stuff is, because for especially people that are kind of in the same field that we're in, like photographers and videographers and stuff, because we talk about all the time about how like it'd be great to just go a week, you know, just turning off the phone and seriously just like, or a month, you know, even just not even have to worry about that stuff. If somebody wants to reach out to you, you know, they'll call you or something like that, like just, you know, doing that kind of stuff on it, but not social media or anything like that. But we can't really do that in our business because our business relies so much on social media. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's tough because I'd like to experience it, what it's like to just go off the grid when it comes to social media.
Yeah,
but
it made me miss the idea of people only having house phones. Like where it's like, you know, when we were younger, we could just go outside and whatever we're interacting with is all we're interacting with. There's not this background buzz of like, oh, you know, at any moment somebody could call me, or somebody, is there a text I missed? Because this person normally would have texted me by now or something, like just all that. Like, you don't have that, and you don't even think it matters, but it weighs in the background and, like, affects your just how much you could pay attention to stuff. Yeah. Like, I'm interested. I've tried the turning your phone on grayscale thing. I had a little bit of success with that, but it's, like, just you're addicted to that, like, visual candy on your phone almost. It's like it's a thing where it almost makes you sad to see your phone like that. So, it's like, so you're like, ugh, and like when you watch a video, you can't see anything or anything, but like the whole point is that it makes you unattracted to your phone. Yeah. But
makes sense.
It's, I don't know why we brought that up. That's one thing I want to try to even work on more. It's just like there's sometimes I text you and I meant to do it more. I did it for a while, but now it's not really a thing. But I try to, if I think about it, tell you like, oh, just so you know, I'm not gonna be on my phone for the rest of the night. Like, so
you do a pretty good job at that. Whatever. Yeah, for sure.
But just because, you know, sometimes I think some of my stress would be of so many other things, but I would just be like, you know, like I'd really think, well, the only person who probably messaged me is Cole, so I just need to tell Cole not to like bother me, basically. Yeah. Even though like you don't, it's just like the only person I can think, because now I'm trying to create who is the person who might message me. So, so it's like, or like, hey, I'm not gonna be here, so text me if you want, because I'm going to turn my app off, my like messenger app, because Cole and I pretty much only exclusively talk through Facebook Messenger.
It's weird how that happened. I don't know why it happened, but it's weird. It's like permanent now. So when you say that you hate the stress of like having your cell phone and knowing that like someone's going to message you and then you have to get back with them, is that just me because I'm the only one that messages you, like you just said?
No, a lot of the time.
Be honest.
Yeah, totally. No, it's sometimes I mean, it can be you. Sometimes, I'm sure. Like, just because, you know, we just work different hours, kind of. True. So, I mean, you might just have a bright idea at 9 p.m. or 7, and that's when I'm in the middle of me just, like, turning off. So, you can text me something that's completely non-intrusive.
7
and you just
p.m. is super late, so
well, I mean, like, people who work a normal job, they come home, they shut off for the rest of the evening, and that's how they live their life a little bit, to try to get home time, I guess. So, I try to get out of my office and, you know, but you'll text me something that's totally not even that big of a deal. Like, it's just you being like, hey, I had this cool idea, and it's actually exciting. And, like, not even negative, but I will get excited about it even. Like, let's say it's something positive. Like, I'll be like, ooh, and then I'll be like, oh, yeah, he came up with this idea. Oh, man, I thought about this, too. So now I'm wired for the next couple hours because I'm excited about something.
Yeah, for sure.
It's equally for things like that. But a lot of the times it's not even you. It's mostly, like, and don't worry about this, guys. A lot of times it's when just like even if a client messages us.
Oh, dude, our clients suck.
Oh
dude.
my god.
Yeah, no, they're the worst.
But the same thing I was talking about. Like if a client messages us or a new inquiry for a wedding or something, and it's just in the evening because they're off work. This is when they have free time to do it.
Exactly.
I feel like I have to answer them right then.
Yeah, and I kind of do too. Yeah, I totally feel that. It's one of those things where like. I mean, they're probably messaging multiple people out there.
Exactly.
There's nothing special about us when it comes to somebody just looking around for videographers. So they're probably reaching out to a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
And so you feel like you need to respond as quick as possible to be that first one to get into their heads.
Exactly. To be like, oh, look how great they were responding so quickly. And that's kind of just like this, you can argue it either way. You can say like, oh, that's just the way that we're all kind of like forced to feel that way because of how customer service things are these days. Like everybody has to people please like crazy and overly promise and do all these things just to like be better than the next person. And then you can also argue the other direction and be like, that's just in your head. That's like there's nobody actually feels that way. It's actually better to not do that because then you're not like overbearing or some people, like I've messaged people before being like, okay, I'm going to message them right now knowing I won't get a response for a few days.
Yeah.
Because then I don't have to think about it for a few days. I knocked this thing off my list. I would actually hate it if they responded right away because now it's on my list again.
Yes, yeah.
Like that's happened to me several times.
Yeah.
But it's literally just an internal thing. Like, because some people say it's better and then some people like it's really unhealthy to be that way. Yeah. Like to feel like you have to respond so quickly.
It's all kind of subjective.
Yeah, it's just whatever works for you.
Speaking of clients, I guess that's another good thing about 2020 is like we had some, not to like, be all kissing ass for clients or anything like that. Yeah. But we had some pretty good projects that we worked on in 2020. Specifically the last one. I'm glad we ended 2020 on the note of that Enjoy project. That was like really freaking cool.
Yeah. For if anybody guys haven't seen that, it's we did a video for collegiate high school. Their choir department had Enjoy Fountain, who was on The Voice, come and do Where Are You Christmas? Is that what the song is?
Yes.
Yeah. Basically did this video where all the kids are in masks because they can't do live performances right now. So it was kind of this idea of like, man, where's Christmas this year? And we put together a pretty cool video with them, and it was a cool like last minute client for the year. And the choir teacher is actually the choir teacher at West when I went to school.
Yeah, super weird.
Mr. Weber. So it was, and my wife was like all in choir and everything, and was like really close with him. So it was kind of cool just to interact with him again and stuff. And yeah, it was a cool ass project. It turned out pretty good.
It was neat because it was like a very motivational, kind of inspirational video, and it was cinematic. It like told a story, and so I feel like that was a really good substitute for me personally for not having done a short film last year, or like done Tallgrass or anything like that. Because Tallgrass happened, but it didn't happen like it normally is because of COVID, and we were so busy last year with trying to survive during COVID that we didn't have time to put together a short film or anything like that, which just like kills me that we weren't able to do something creative like that. But that project was a really good substitute, I feel like.
And a couple of the big projects that we did do weren't really on the creative side, which is what you typically are like really strong, like hoping for and stuff. So it's definitely, you didn't really get to flex that muscle much last year at all.
Give me a good ending point for 2020, I guess.
Definitely.
But we're getting close on time. Cool. So I guess to conclude with a maybe new audience on Instagram, who knows? We'll see. And then specifically to our YouTube audience that followed us over, let us know this year because we're going to try to keep this up. Who knows what happens when we get really busy again, but we're going to try our best to keep it up. But let us know what you want us to talk about. Literally anything, even if it's something that we don't have any knowledge on, we'll do some research and talk about it. So we want you guys to reach out to us. Let us know some topics that you think would be fun to hear us talk about because, like I said, I mean, it's just our opinion on here. Like, really, I don't even know if anybody's listening to this right now because I don't know why you would. Yeah. But if you do, it's a great thing to just put on in the background while you're cleaning, taking a poop,
There's that.
Any of that stuff.
This is the kind of stuff I listen to when I'm cleaning.
Or taking a poop. I listen to podcasts when I'm taking a poop.
Yeah.
Driving, throw on a podcast.
Smart.
Driving and taking a poop and cleaning.
If you poop, ever, now's the time to subscribe.
Yeah.
Let's let that be the trade-off. If you fit that description.
Yeah. If you've ever pooped before, then hit that subscribe button.
What a way to start.
Smash it. Smash that subscribe button.
But like Cole said, we're having a new kind of ish show. It's not really that different than it used to be. We're just kind of being a little fresher. I think we have a kind of a visual change online and stuff now for it. But subscribe, and you'll get notified whenever we come out with a new video. Plus, it helps us out, dude. Come on.
Yes.
Or ma'am.
Yes. All right. Cool. Well, we'll see you guys next episode. Stay tuned. Hit us up in the comments. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.